This program is made possible courtesy of the Wilfred Lai Partners. For prayer, inquiry, and partnership, contact us on 0800 000 898 or send SMS to 23378, and our team of counselors will help.
And good evening, our viewer. Welcome to Kingdom Queen program. We are so glad that you have tuned in, and we believe that you have tuned in, you will be blessed. This program is going to enlighten you and is going to give you information, and I believe it is going to be of great benefit to you. My name is Mrs. Rita Lai, the wife of Pastor Wilfred Lai of Jesus Celebration Center, Mombasa, and the global overseer of JCC. This is Kingdom Queen, and this program brings to you several episodes and several topics. And we are here tonight. And before we get into what we are bringing to you tonight, I want to welcome my co-host, Judy Mulaa, to give an opening remark and just greet our viewer. Welcome, Judy.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's always a blessing and a great honor to bring Kingdom program together with you. It's always a blessing. And tonight is another night. We thank God for giving us an opportunity to come to you once again in this program. My name is Judy Philip. It's always a blessing to share and to bring this program to you who is watching from wherever you are watching us from. Kingdom Queen is a program that is very diverse, though majoring a lot on pastor's wife, but very diverse, handling many issues that surrounds this woman of God as a mother and as a person who is highly dependent. And so it's another wonderful night, and I believe that as you continue to watch, you are going to learn a lot from this studio and from this program, to be able also to help others and also to practice, because life is a process of growth. And I know tonight also you are going to get something that will get you to the next level. Amen, amen. The Lord bless you. Keep it together with us here. Amen.
Thank you, Judy. And tonight we are continuing with a program we started last week on parenting, relationship between parents and children and teachers. And this is part 2 of the first part that we did. And we are with Mr. Mutwiwa here. And I'm going to give him time just to greet you and introduce himself again, because there may be people that tuned in today and did not tune in the previous program. So welcome, introduce yourself and greet our viewer.
Thank you, ma'am. Shalom, viewers, and good evening. My name is Joseph Mutwiwa. I'm a head of a school, JCC Educational Complex, and a chairperson of the Kisauni Private Schools Association. And I'm glad to be here today to be able to participate in the discussion that we've had last week, and that would help us be able to move forward and have healthy and well-balanced children. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mutwiwa. Last episode, we discussed quite a number of things concerning the children, and as we were closing, we talked about this holiday, this long holiday that the children are in. And we talked about children in the urban setup and what the parents can do to make the time that the children are with them profitable and useful. It's a long holiday, and Mr. Mutwiwa talked to us and gave us ideas about what the parents can do to keep the children busy and to keep their time productive. We talked about the urban setup. Now I want us to talk about the rural setup. You said in the last episode that you don't recommend that parents send their children away to their rural areas they should take the time to spend the time with the children, even take some time off work and just be at home with the children so that they can be able to know their children. But there are these situations which are unavoidable, that the children must go home to their grandparents, go home to their relatives because of unavoidable circumstances. I wanted us to talk about when these children go there, what can the people that they are going to there at home do to make these children enjoy their holiday? Because they come from a different setup. They come from where they don't use firewood, they use gas or electricity. They don't fetch water. Water is in the house. They don't go out to the bathrooms. The bathrooms are at home, and their lives are different. I know there are some rural homes that are okay. They have got everything, but the common setup of a rural home is very different from the setup in the urban areas. So can you help somebody out there to, because these are your children, Mr. Mutiwa. You have a big passion for them. They are in your hands more than they are in the hands of the parents, and you know them actually better.
That is true.
So what would you want? How would you want them treated when they go to the rural areas?
Thank you very much. I do not want my counselors, the teachers that we have, to have a lot of work when we open in January. And therefore, I'm appealing to the people that will be found at the rural areas when these children from the city come to you. Please let us help them to adjust to rural life. Of course, they'll be there for quite some time, and they are not used to the rough terrain in our places. They are used to having a soft life around the city. So when they come there, don't expect so much from them. If you have a farm, you don't expect them, like where I come from, there's coffee, that they are supposed to go and harvest or do pruning. They may not do well. They might enjoy doing it, and that they have never done it here in the city. When they come home, kindly provide an enabling environment for them. Let them feel that this is the other world that they've never really been, and let it be very exciting for them, so that when they come back to the city, they will be able even to write essays and compositions of how exciting their holiday was while at the rural home. It requires a lot of concern for them, knowing that life in the city and life in the rural side may not be the same. So enable them to learn more. They need to come having developed in their minds more, such that if they are told to write something about the rural home, they are able to do it. Here we have swimming pools, and there you may not have them.
They have rivers.
They have rivers. Don't take them to swim in a river full of crocodiles, and we lose them. We want them because we have a plan for them. So, and help them to settle, and let them be helped to feel at home, because that is their rural home, and they need also to relate well with the people. And they have a bond with either if the grandparents are there, if other relatives are there, let them have a bond, a time that they will never forget. Yes.
Wow.
Is it possible when they are sending, especially the parents, when they are sending the children at their rural homes? Me, I believe myself, it's good, instead of sending them alone, if either of the parent can accompany them, also to be, so that he may know what their children are being taught, because there they are going to meet different kind of people, and the things there are different. Is it not possible for one of the parents to accompany the children if they get time? They have time.
The better. If one of the parents can maybe take a leave for this period of time, and I would really encourage parents to be looking at times like this ones, and really plan their leave days at a time like this one, where you can accompany them home, and where you are able to see what is happening, because sometimes actually these children out of a lack of knowledge. They might think that the rural homes are as safe as the cities.
Yeah.
They are places with snakes, everything, and all that. And for them, for the younger ones, actually, seeing a snake would think that it's a pet.
Yeah, by the way.
And it could be a challenge for them. So if one parent can accompany them, and if you have a house help, it's always good also that they go with them. They will assist them to adjust. It is not easy for them.
Yeah.
They need to be assisted to adjust much as they learn the few things that they'll be able to learn over the holiday.
Over the holiday.
Yes.
You have said you don't want your teachers
Yes.
to have emotional what after the children have come from the rural areas after the opening of the school.
Yeah, they learn.
What are some of the experiences you experience when you are receiving them back now after a long holiday like this as teachers?
One of the things that we normally see with the children when they are opening school is they are not happy to come back to school, having spent a lot of time having their own programs. Anytime they are opening school, you realize, like right now, they are just about to close school. If you go to where they are doing their devotions, they are very happy for now because they are just about to close school and go and take a break. Now that they are coming back, a number of them are not so happy that now they will not maybe spend the night, the morning. You know, in school they wake up a bit early, those involved.
Yeah, that is
But we normally see children that were so excited as they were closing school becoming withdrawn. And you are likely to know that there is an issue. I need to call this child and know what really happened. You know, a lot may happen when they are just left alone. Not everyone, we should not trust everyone with our children, you know, while they are back at home in the rural homes. And therefore, we do not want our teachers to have those sittings. We want them to go straight to the syllabus of 2026 with happy children that are excited even to give them stories about how it was in their rural homes. Other than come and now you are calling them to do counseling and just because there was some negligence somewhere.
What about children? Because in school you handle different kinds of children. Those who have both the parents, both the mother and the father, and others they have only one parent. How do you handle such children?
That's a very good question, Judy. These children do not need to be told that there is a difference, though the difference is very clear. You need to encourage them to respect the parent that is maybe single. These families that have single parent families, they need to know that this parent has been able to bring them to school, has taken care of all their needs. And they are not poorer or maybe worse than those that have both parents. Because situations can force these families to be there. They should actually not be made to feel like there's something wrong. Because the moment that they realize something wrong, now you go back to what you were telling me about the counseling and all that. You need to be told that your parent who is taking care of you is a champion. He has tried to help you, has brought you up, gotten a school for you. There are people without school. You show them on the good side of all that without actually comparing them with the other family that has both. And that helps them to appreciate their families, accept that this is how it is. And it helps them actually minimize the number of questions that would come up why this is so and so. Because some families maybe that are single, the parent, the remaining parent may not even have healed from whatever might have caused it to be the way it is. So now you will have the child is sick and the parent is also sick. So we try to make them know that it is there are families that are like that, and nobody has really created them to be seeing them like they are not in the right positions. So that is how we go about it.
There are children who come from abusive homes, like the father and the mother, they fight throughout. And others, they have gone through cases like rape in the family. When such children come, how do you identify them and how do you help them? as a school, as teachers?
Thank you very much. Let me start with the abusive family. It actually may be parents fighting. The child can also be the one who is being beaten. You know, there are kids that are really like, I don't like this child, and for one or the other reason. And you are likely to notice very fast. One of the qualities of a good teacher is that he or she should be able to be observant. You don't just go to class and write mathematics and then you start saying, yesterday, this is it. You first create a rapport. And I see you pastors do it also, where a pastor draws the crowd or the congregants to him before he starts preaching. It is very important to bring. We also do that in school, out of our training. You are supposed to bring the children on board. And when you realize as you are doing that, a child is like withdrawn. You call them after the lesson. Maybe not immediately after. Maybe in the course of the day, you will create time and call them and ask them, what was the lesson and how is it? You go from far. And now that you have created the relationship that we talked about last week, they'll be able to tell you what happened, and then you are going to guide them. Of course, protecting the image of the parents. Because the moment you belittle them, even when they are fighting, then now you make them actually have another challenge where the kids will not see them with dignity. You still build that this is the parent. You build that they are supposed to be respected even when they are fighting, and you trust, you tell them that you're trusting God to change the situation as they are. You always protect the image of the parents. No wonder how they look like. And then if it continues, then as a teacher, you find a way to approach it so that it can help the parent. You might actually be able to talk to one of them or both of them. And
you call the parent to address the issue.
You assure them that you are protecting what they will share with you. And then, because we do not only counsel the child, we are also supposed to counsel the parent. Because the moment this child is stressed, you as a teacher, you are also affected.
That is true.
You
are affected.
You know, something that is coming out so clearly is the care for this child. And our concern is this child. And now you have said two things that are a clear sign or indicator that the concern is this child. Because at first you said the parent should always protect the teacher. And never say anything negative about so that this child can respect this teacher and be able to get what the teacher is giving them. And now you are saying you protect the parent, even if they are fighting, even if they are single, you protect that parent to the child so that this child can respect the parent, regardless of what is happening, whether they are fighting or whether they are single. And you know that is a very balanced way of making sure that this child, because this child is dependent on this teacher and dependent on the parent. So both parent and teacher must have a very good relationship and very good
communication
and respect. So that this child can grow up balanced. I think that is something that you know some parents would be afraid that a teacher would be counseling their child because they are afraid that now if my child says something negative about me, how will the teacher take it? Will the teacher side with the child and say, I am bad? But when the parent is sure that he or she is safe,
secure
in the hands of the teacher, then you allow your child to be counseled, because
that is true.
The teacher is always trying to bring the child back to you, back to respecting you. But there are many parents or teachers also. Teachers will be afraid that what will they tell this child about me? But when you are sure that you are protected, then this child will be brought up in between two very careful people that are protecting one another and caring about the growth, the healthy growth. Because everything negative you say breaks the child. And the child grows up without a balance. So Mwalimu, I like the way you are actually, and I pray that every parent and every teacher
Yeah.
would handle the child in that manner.
Yeah.
Last week we talked about two sides of a child. And you also talked about them locking themselves in the rooms. How can a parent be able to know if their child is involved in something that is not right? How will they be able to know?
A parent should be observant on the change of behavior of the child, and more so the so-called adolescents. Around 13 years and above, 12 actually. This time they are maturing a bit early.
A bit earlier.
So the moment you see a strange behavior, you are supposed to make a follow-up. Like for example, you used to eat together on the table during your meals time. And this time is like they want to serve and go to their room. You need to have a concern. Why? It could be identity crisis because they're also undergoing changes. But then they need to walk with us during those changes. They need to walk with us and we guide them. Some become a bit shy. They don't want to be where everyone is. They don't want to be embarrassed and all that. So now this one all locks themselves in, and the previous holiday they were not locking themselves. You need to have a talk with them because you already know there's a problem. Why is it that all of a sudden he or she doesn't want to come and sit with us? We used to have a family discussion. We would give, for us who are born again, testimonies. How was your 3 months in school? He no longer, or he becomes a bit reserved, doesn't want to share what happened. You need to know something happened. And I want to say this because our children sometimes are recruited into bad groups. And the moment you are not observant to notice that when you tell them, let's go to church, you go to church, and you realize like they are dodging. They will dodge and dodge. It's like they want you to go and you forget that you are to accompany them. You are to accompany you to church. So you are able to see through the behavior. We normally say an habit is formed within 21 days. 21 days, 3 weeks. They are enough for somebody to form an habit.
That is true.
And you are also able to recognize that there is a change. Even the tone, how they'll talk back to you. Or when you ask them something and you see them, they don't want to face you on the eyes, you notice there's something that is not right. So these are some of the things amongst many that would help you to know that my son, my daughter is undergoing through a change in life or maybe a challenge. And then now you take the earliest opportunity possible, you discuss with them, call them. You can even go, for us who are within the ocean here, you can ask them, today we'll go to the beach and walk around there and see the waters. Or do you want to do swimming? Or if they are to swim and afterward they come and you sit down. Then you sit down with them and you ask them, what are you going, how was school? And all that. And then they'll be able to open up. Because you never know why they are locking themselves inside. If it wasn't there, they never used to lock themselves and they seem detached from the family. They seem actually, when you want to go out with them, they would rather want to stay. You tell them, there's a program I'm watching. You need to be careful. Find out which is this program that they are watching. So
and sometimes maybe they would be seated in the sitting room. And when you come in, they go.
They go.
That's true.
They go. So that is something to tell you that something is not right. Something.
Or even when you ask them over something maybe you have heard they have done. They keep quiet and they don't want to talk. At all.
And now what do you do to those ones who would completely close up? You have tried all that. Maybe the habit was formed 21 days past and you were not careful. Now a habit has been formed. You try to penetrate, you try to ask questions, but they don't open up. What do you do, Mwalimu?
Sometimes we normally create it ourselves. Possibly they shared with you, you exposed them wrongly. They will not be free to trust you another day unless you build the confidence again in them. Sometimes we have our servants of God. And that's why we need to grow, showing our children that having servants of God within our family setups is very key. The man of God that preaches to you and your family is very key. Because in times like this one, it is a time you will take this child to them and they are able to assist you, see what you are not seeing. They will pray with them, reassure them, build the confidence that maybe you crashed without knowing. And it will help them. Servants of God are key people in such matters. They will be able to assist you. You also have relatives that if it escalates and they trust so and so, they can be able to. But now the person that is counseling them should also be very careful not to lose them again.
Not to lose
because
them.
if I shared with you as my mom and you exposed to me what I'm going through, I no longer trust you. You've taken me to the pastor. The pastor has also used me to preach.
You just hear that message must have been coming from what you shared.
And now I will live like I now no longer trust people. Because everyone that I'm telling them that I'm undergoing through this and it is used. So also, by the grace of God, we've been given ability to talk to others and people come to us to talk to us. We need to be very careful how we contain that message so that we can help others. Yes.
So if they have closed up completely, then you seek for help. You don't stop at that.
You
don't stop at you seek for help. You go to your man of God or to a relative whom they respect, whom they trust. So there is no stopping anywhere. You cannot say I've tried and I am.
You don't.
You don't.
It is not working.
You don't give up. You can't give up on parenting.
You can't give up on parenting.
You have. It has to work.
By all means.
By all means.
By all means.
Now, Mwalimu,
Yes.
we are living in times where in the society there is this same gender relationship.
Yes.
And which is believed. A lot of it is being initiated in school, in schools. Are there such cases in schools? Have you heard of them in schools? And if they are there, how do you handle such cases?
Thank you very much for that question. It's a very sensitive matter. It is happening in our schools.
And the world is advocating of it.
In fact, with the world, it is just a normal thing. But we thank God for the men and women of God that have really spoken against such. Because the word of God is very clear on this. Very clear. We don't need to mince words in saying what we believe in. These things are there. And once you realize that they are there, it is very important to go back to what we said last week. The parent needs to build a certain behavior in these children such that they are able to say no to unrighteousness. They are able to say no whenever they are called upon. By those who recruit them into these things, they will still remember this one is not allowed in our homes. And now as teachers, where we come in to enhance is that we have forums where we talk to children and we ask them, we teach them the word of God. We tell them that this is what God wanted from the onset. That happens. Now that at times you might find in some schools that a child is already in it actually wants to tell you they totally believe in it. They will tell you so, and I don't know what sometimes they are given. You realize that they even have points to support what they mean. You take time with them and you guide them. You show them that it is not as they think, and you engage the parent because they can also, as a teacher, they can pretend mwalimu nimeacha. They'll do that. They'll say, no, I've stopped.
To put you off.
Just to put you off and continue. So most of the counseling activities that you do of any kind, it is important looking at the magnitude of it to engage also the parents because you are co-parenting at school as a teacher and at home as a parent. You need also to engage them because it is not a good thing.
It is
Whatever
not
we are
a
here
good
in our
thing.
school sometimes is not really a good thing. We need to put concerted efforts to overcome it.
What about, in school you are dealing with different kinds of people,
Yes.
The teachers, not all of them are believers.
Yes.
And it is said sometimes these teachers, some of the teachers, they are the ones who introduce these things to the children.
Yes.
What happens when you discover a certain teacher part of your teachers is part of this, is part of what is happening in these children? What do you do to such a teacher?
Of course, teachers that are under the government have what we call code of regulations, and they are supposed to be taken through a disciplinary action, which has a number of stages. Normally that happens. In, let's talk of private established schools, they also have their own disciplinary measures that they take upon these teachers. Because one, such a teacher will really destroy what you are building as a school. Because you see now, like you sit with the teachers, you discuss on how to bring up godly children, or maybe children that are upright. If the said teacher is the one that now goes to go contrarily, you need to cancel the teacher and the learner. It can be very, very time wasting if you are the same person that you have entrusted the children is the one initiating them into it. There is need for us to take measures, including legal measures on some of the things that can be said. You mentioned of rape.
Yes.
And we know sometimes there exist that we call relationships where even learners and teachers have issues.
Yes.
Such matters need to be handled, and even legally if need be, because it's a sensitive matter.
Very
something
sensitive.
That will just be handled within a school setup and you leave it at that. You need to engage because a child is involved here. And the person that has the right mind of thought is a teacher. Or a staff. Say that institution. It's always good to also engage the legal framework and see how to interpret it and come out with a good solution.
And now the case of rape now, when it takes place outside now school, it is coming from a family setup, maybe a uncle, a cousin, and now a child has been affected. And this child comes to school. And you know, rape is something that is shameful. It's not easy to know. Or this child to speak it out. How do you identify such a case, and how do you handle it coming from a family setup?
Normally, if it happens in a family setup and it is covered within the family setup, because the family is also afraid of the shame.
And sometimes they threaten the child not to speak out.
And they may also want to protect the image of the family and all that. Communication is everything. You talk to these children because of the pain they are going through. They will tell you what happened. And as such matters, you don't actually cover them. You need to be able to call the parents and know what happened and inform the authorities concerned, because in the event it is also known that you knew as a head of a school and you let matters go silent, definitely you are supposed to be charged for negligence. One of our duties as heads of schools is to protect children. So when you protect evil, then you are likely to face the full force of the law. That you knew this, it was reported to you by the learner, and you did not take the right measures. Because medication is also supposed to take place in this. It's also the control of maybe this we call STIs and all that. It has to be done so that you save the child. You cannot take the child to hospital without engaging the parent where this child came from. So that's why you have to inform the authorities. They need to know that this is what you are doing. In the best time where you need them, you will engage them. And we also creating open forums where children are able to speak out. They're able to speak out. They don't have to go through all that and keep quiet. Because speaking out is one part of healing. They're likely to heal. And we help them across. There
is now, before I return it back to Mama, in such in this big, in a long holiday, sometimes you find the teenagers or your children, they have engaged themselves in relationships. Out of the relationship, they find themselves, they are pregnant. Things like that. And maybe the child was in Form 3, child was in grade 8 or grade 7, things like that. Now, as a teacher, what do you advise a parent when a child has found themselves in such a situation?
I'll advise them as I was advised in the School of Ministry by my teacher, Mrs. Rita Lai. At first I accept, and I'm glad that I really learned a lot, and it's helping me. I'm so grateful for the session, the minister's family. And she told us that you need to accept it has happened, but don't approve.
Yeah.
You accept it has happened.
And don't approve.
So you don't approve that it is the right thing that should have been done. And then this child, now that I'm thinking of the girl child is expectant and all that, you need to walk with this child through the 9 months of the pregnancy. Let them finish. Take care of the child. Let this child go back to school.
Okay.
Because we said we are dealing with the destiny of the child here.
Yes.
And we say that, we started by saying last week that parenting is not easy. Some of the challenges are like that. And some of the people that have gone through those mistakes and they recollected themselves have ended up becoming very successful people in life. So life does not end. I'm not advocating that it should happen.
Yeah, that is true.
But once it happens, accept so that you heal. And then don't approve that this is how things should have been done. And then walk with this child. They actually require more love. Because at this time, they even have suicidal thoughts. They're thinking of committing suicide. They feel they have let their parents down. The society is against them. Now, another war should not start from home. If I'm fought outside, it is at home that should be my fort, my place of safety. That should be at home. So let's not fight those that have already fallen into that trap of the devil. Let's walk with them. And let's show them that, you see, God loved us when we were unlovable.
That is
so we need to buy that idea that we need to work with this girl, let them deliver, look after the child, let the child go back, the girl go back to school. It's not a soft journey. And protect them from the attacks that would come from the society. Home is a safe abode for them for now. And make others feel that this happened, but you still believe in the future of that girl. And definitely in future, you will have helped them. They will never forget. They will give a testimony that mom and dad stood with me when I had messed. And they will all the time be grateful. Yes.
Thank you. You know, children, there's something that children love a lot. And that is sleepovers. They love to go to their friends. They love to spend nights there. And now with this problem of same-sex relationships, it is no longer safe. It's no longer automatically safe that your daughter brings home a girl who is a friend. Before it used to be very safe. It used to be automatically safe. But now they love to do that, and you as a parent do not know whether this is a safe relationship. What do you do so that you don't allow innocently, and then you find out that something was actually hidden behind just a normal relationship? I think there is a lot of challenge these days. Are we supposed to just ban sleepovers completely, or how can a parent be able to know this is a good relationship and this is not? Because children like it. They want to go to their friends and spend the night there. Do we just say no completely, or how do we make sure that the children are safe?
Thank you. That's a very good question, ma'am. We do not need to ban blindly sleepovers. We need to build capacity in our children to be able to choose friends wisely. Because not all sleepovers are bad. Not all of them are bad. They are good children. There are also good families where you are safe. You are sure that my daughter is at such and such a place. I know the parents. I know what they stand for. And I know their daughter is also somebody that I know. That is a safe sleepover. However, parents need to be careful because children also change.
Yeah, and maybe we say they have got different faces.
Yes.
Maybe we know this is a good girl and she has another face that you don't know.
Sure.
And you are on also.
Yes.
You can think she's a good girl
Yes.
or a good boy. It's both actually both sexes.
Sure.
Boys and girls.
Yeah.
So if you may know it's a good family, a good girl, but they have another face.
They have another face.
So what?
That's where now I'm putting a disclaimer that so that we don't put a blanket rule that sleepovers are bad. And so it is always good to build the capacity in this child that so and so you need to choose friends that are of a certain character. And before then the sleepover happens, then there has to be communication between the parents involved. Such that so-and-so would like to visit your son, and I'm now using sons here. Yeah. How about it? Because you also have children that would lack discipline.
Sure.
Like they would just go. This parent maybe wanted to spend some time with their children and they build some values.
Values, yeah.
And now you come, you visited them for a sleepover and you stay there. They have no time as a family on their own.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of consideration to be made. But all in all, what we normally say is that if you've not known this child where your daughter, your son is visiting, then you better put a note to it. If there are people that you are not sure, 100% sure of how they are, you better put a note to them. Because it could even be an escapism. Your daughter doesn't want to wash utensils at home and wants a sleepover on the other end. And you build this vice of laziness in them. Others could be revision. Some go actually to do revision together and they come back. So sometimes they are normally good. They will revise together and they are able to do well. But I will recommend, let them meet during the day. Let them meet during the day where you parents are there. But this aspect of going sleep there, you stay for some days and you come over, I don't think it is really a good one. If it must happen, then there has to be a lot of parental involvement, both sides, to know what is really happening. Because even the other parent may not want their children to be the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Nobody would want their children to be the indisciplined and all that. Yes.
Now, if you said we cannot put a blanket and say no sleepovers. Now, the ones that we allow, is it okay if the parent of where the children are sleeping can require that you leave the doors open so that I can come in anytime? Will they allow that? Especially
by the way, it is true.
So that even at midnight you can go and look like you are looking for something in that bedroom, but you just want to make sure that things are okay.
Things are okay.
It is okay, very okay. And if they are not doing anything wrong, definitely they will allow you.
Okay.
Mom can come anytime, or even their boys, daddy can come anytime, and even moms can get into looking at their ages. They will have no problem.
So if they have a problem, then it's a red flag.
That's a red flag. If they have a problem, because if they are not doing anything wrong, why do they want that privacy on their own and they lock? You don't know what they are watching on these gadgets.
Exactly.
And you know, nowadays they say you are interfering with our privacy.
They know something called privacy, Mwalimu.
They do know. They will say it. They will say
so there should be no privacy if they are not doing anything wrong.
Yes.
So if they are doing something wrong, then
they will be concerned with the privacy.
They should be concerned. Yeah.
Hey,
wow.
That is deep. We have a lot of work to do as parents.
There is a lot of work.
But you see, when we ignore or neglect, then things can be brewed right there, which it's better to be sure than sorry.
Sure.
That is true.
It's better to be sure that everything is okay than to assume everything was okay. And then in the future you discover everything was not okay.
You regret.
I think many things can happen under our roofs without our knowledge, because sometimes we are so innocent.
Sure.
Or is it the word we should say innocent?
Naive.
We just think everything is okay. But with the way the world is today,
it is
every parent must pull up their antenna.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that you can sense everything that is happening. Not to just assume everything is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
Mr. Joseph Mulaa.
Yes.
Now, you as a teacher,
Yes.
as a parent,
Yes.
and you are also a leader, a
Yes.
senior leader in church.
Yes.
And being a teacher, you are surrounded by a lot of things, a lot of people. You hear a lot of things and the things that are happening in school which are centered to you.
Yeah.
How do you protect yourself from being weighed down by many things that surrounds you as a teacher, and especially at your level where you are? And how do you balance yourself? You balance your children and the other children in school as their father.
Thank you very much. I want first to appreciate that in this ministry we have something we call Family Day.
Yes, yes.
It is very key. I know we are very busy, very busy ministry, very busy, extremely busy. And I have time for my family. I spend time with my children. Sometimes when I realize, like a week like this one, we've had celebrations, I sometimes go with my children in my car.
Yeah.
And it is at that time that maybe as we are moving, I will get to know. When I hear some words, I will find out where did you hear it? Can you repeat it? And then I guide. So you have to really create time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Apostle Paul says that after I've helped others, I don't want to be disqualified.
Yeah, by the way.
You see, so that one I spent time on that. For the school work, I love teaching. I love teaching very much, and also the administration work.
Yeah.
They go along each other.
Yeah.
There's time for that. And there's also time for the ministry. And thank God that the times for the ministry, early in the morning, late in the evening after work, I'm able to balance it. Definitely, it doesn't wear me out. And I want also to bring the aspect of getting the source of strength from the church.
Yeah.
Where you come in the morning, you strengthen yourself.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot. I told you I have 131 schools that look up to me to give guidance when they have issues. When they have issues to maybe communication and all that. So it requires grace. But when you work under the grace of God that works here, I am 100% sure it is a grace of God that works in me. Otherwise, you cannot be able to manage the work that I do. You'll be so weary. And you find that you have an imbalance in one way or the other. Because we have the leadership of the deacons, and we have the schools, we have the school itself. Our school has to be a model, because you cannot lead 431 when yours is not. You need to make sure that it is performing well. Amongst other things, but the grace of God through our Papa that works here has really helped me. And I cannot say it is human effort. Human effort, you will collapse.
Yeah.
You
What
will
about the
honestly.
other teachers who are not born again? They are in schools there. You teachers, do you take time out to go and relax, to go and do different activities out of school?
Teachers have the longest leaves.
Okay.
If you are to follow up.
Yeah,
For real, they are actually not in school. We have the August holiday. And now, like as we release the children now, they are also free.
Yeah, free.
They will not
by
be
the way.
100% involved. And therefore, they are likely to rejuvenate. They're likely to refresh and come back in January when they are fresh.
Yeah.
So for teachers, I'm sure the other government officials have 21 days of leave per year, but teachers have a longer
They
time
have a longer time.
to do that.
And I think it is a good thing for them, because their docket is also a very sensitive docket, dealing
is.
with children.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
They need
Very
fresh minds.
demanding.
So I think it
helps them
it
a
is
lot.
very divine.
Sure.
But in the midst of that long leave and many days,
Yes.
you find there are teachers who are overwhelmed and they commit suicide. What causes them to commit suicide?
Suicide or
Is it
thoughts
something-
come out of hopelessness.
Okay.
The teachers, as we said, are human beings. They are also going through challenges. And if they do not have another place where they are drawing their strength from, they can easily be overwhelmed, because now they are using human effort.
Human effort.
You work and the human effort reaches a point and the body cannot contain it. And definitely they start thinking thoughts of hopelessness. That happens. I want to really appreciate that we are having forums of mental wellness, which have been initiated in our schools.
They are in schools now.
They are in schools now. And then the counseling psychology is also in our schools right now. So that, because not only the work that makes them weary, some also go through grief, like they have lost their loved ones and all that. Family issues. And therefore they are able to. We also have the chaplains. Chaplains in school do not only address the learners, they also help the teachers in such setups. They walk to them. And the servants of God in this country who are also, us Africans love worshiping God.
That is true.
It's rarely would you find a teacher that doesn't have a place where they go and worship. They normally go there. So that is it. That's what I feel like. It's a system that helps them, the mental wellness, the chaplaincy, and those other forums. Yes.
Nice. Okay. As we come to we are actually approaching the close of this episode again, and I feel like we really need to help the parents in advising them on how. I think we need to emphasize it a little bit more. The importance of keeping the children close. Because I see that there is a gap. There is a gap that is becoming wider and wider. When you look at parents and their children. There is not much talk. There is not much discussions. There is a gap that is being created. And it is not only from the children's side, it is also from the parents' side, because the parents are also onto these gadgets a lot. You get home and maybe you are busy at work, and now it's time maybe to answer your messages or your chats, and also watching TikTok and all that. I think this relationship of parent and child cannot be overemphasized. It's a very important relationship, and I feel like we need to really plead with the parents that when they get home, they put away their phones. Because the gap is becoming wider and wider, and the enemy is taking that gap. Taking advantage of that gap, and separating, making the gap bigger between children and their parents. And now, because we have got this long holiday, I would want Mr. Mutwiwa again to put some more strength on that relationship, and how it affects the child if the relationship is not there. I know we did it, but I want us to go deeper on this as we come to the close, because I think that is the main purpose for this episode that we are bringing to our viewer at this time.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We need to be very intentional about the place of gadgets in the family unit. They are actually drawing us away from relationships that we've had with our children. In the past, you will never find somebody seated somewhere. They are minding their own business. Another one is with a phone somewhere, doing their own business. Another one possibly is in the kitchen cooking. And you have people who are so quiet at this sitting room, and everyone is on their own. And you see sometimes people actually, you hear people laughing. They are watching cartoon or maybe TikTok and they laugh. But he's laughing with the people who are strangers at the expense of the family unit that they are supposed to be bonding together with, on building. My emphasis is on us knowing that the people that we are building relationships with through WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, and all that, when your family starts crumbling, because these are now strangers, the father is on that corner on his phone, the daughter, the son, mama is cooking, or maybe the house help is cooking, and mama is also on our phone. When the family starts crumbling and all that, the people that you are watching, in fact, those people, some of them, you pay bundles to watch them.
Yeah, that is true.
So they are helping you destroy people that will need to build a bond with. Let us be intentional this long holiday. Once we get to the house, let us create a family time. A family time should be mandatory because you don't have another longer holiday. The other holidays are 3 weeks, and the children go back to school. We need to switch off these gadgets and or maybe put them on silent and store them somewhere, and let's talk. Let's know the challenges that each one went through the day and advise accordingly. I also want to say that why we are having very funny challenges where children are not able to be guided is because the leader in the family, the man, for where we have such families, is not spending time with these children to tell them that this is what is supposed to be done. He is very tired, comes from home, because not only the gadgets. Some would come from home, go to the bathroom and rest. Or they come so late when the children are asleep. They have no time for that. We need to ask for permission from places of work a bit early and get home and build the families that we want to see 20 years, 30 years from now. Because you cannot delegate, as Judy said, parenting. You have to create time for it. And that relationship has to be there such that when your child suffers a setback in school or wherever they are, they're able to come and tell you, Daddy, today I met so and so, and this is what he did to me. Some of the children are actually hurt.
That is
Even
true.
rape takes place and you are not aware. You are on Facebook, you are on WhatsApp, TikTok and all that. But they have no time to tell you because you are ever busy. So let's create time for these children. Let's talk to them. Let's guide them. And in future, we will have healthy families, healthy children. And you see, when we train them using these formulas, they will also train their own children.
Yes, that is
So it's a generation that will be built from here. We are now able to give something because we have something in us. We have gotten something either from our parents or from systems in the world. They have taught us something. And the word of God has also helped us so much to have something that we can share with you. So let parents create time. And it needs actually to be on the daily plans that today I'll come home a bit early. I need to talk to my children and build the kind of family that I want to see. If you don't work hard now, you'll work harder when you are old. So as a parent, I want to talk to you, work harder now when you have energy so that you don't work more harder when it comes to a time when your strength is a bit gone. And so build families that you want to see right now. Yes.
You know, I like the word you have used, intentional. Be intentional, because these gadgets are very addictive. Very addictive. And unless you are intentional, you said also a plan.
Yes.
You have a plan. This is the time. You know, if you don't plan, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
That is true.
You fail to plan, you plan to fail. So there should be intentional planning. Even if it is not every day. Today, we are putting away our gadgets. And we are going to talk. Talk, make fun, tell some old family stories. You can even tell the children your grandfather's father. Some of actually the parents do not even know up to the fifth grandfather.
That is true.
They don't know. They don't know their roots. And there is, somebody can ask, what shall we be talking about? Because actually there are no materials to talk about. The phone has taken everything. And it thinks for us. We don't longer think for ourselves. So you can talk about, you can make family jokes, that joke is only for this family, and you have got things that bind you together.
Sure.
Yeah. Things that you talk about your great-grandparents, the way you were brought up, your experiences in school, which is different from what they're experiencing right now. And then talk about God.
Sure.
Yeah, your relationship with God, your future, and there's a lot to talk about. So be intentional, put aside the phone, and I like, because you have said the father. The fathers are the heads.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fathers should be more intentional than everybody else. Sure. And sit there as the chairman of the home.
Yes.
And guide
That is true.
the way the home should go.
That
so
is
that
true.
there is that gap that is there. We try to bridge it. We try to come closer and make a strong family unit.
Yeah.
Because many children are looking for a place out there, because there is no place in the house. They are looking for things to fill the empty gap.
Yeah.
And they are looking for people to fill the love gap that is in their hearts, because they are not getting it from home. So this long holiday, that is our emphasis.
Yeah.
Sure. Our emphasis is build a strong family relationships. And to the teachers also, they need to take time and rest.
They do.
They need to take time and rest. Walimu.
Rest, and they have something to give when it comes to the coming term.
Yeah.
They need to take time, rest, and also relate with their families. They have families.
Exactly.
They also need to
Relate with
relate,
their
because you
families.
cannot give what you don't have.
Yeah.
They need to take time, rest, and also build their own families. Yes.
Thank you very much. I think I am glad that we have accomplished the purpose of this show, and we are coming to the end. Time goes very fast, but we are grateful that we have been able to speak to the teachers, to the children, and to the parents, and to the relatives as a whole. And our prayer is that the holiday is going to be very enjoyable. And before we come to a close, Mr. Mutwiwa, I want you to give your closing remark as we end this episode.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and the co-host Judy, for the time that we've had here. I want to appreciate our viewers for being able to actively participate. And I just want to have a part in short that parenting is a noble task.
Amen.
God gave us children, and these children are supposed to be brought up in a godly way. If we don't do it, the other generation will suffer because they'll have no reference point. They should be able to tell their children that my father taught me this, or my mother taught me this. And therefore, it is a right time for you as a parent to be able to bring up children that will have a reference point on you. They will take you as a mentor in parenting, so that they also bring up their children in the right way. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mwalimu, for that closing remark. Judy, my co-host, can you give your closing remark as we come to the close?
Amen, amen. Thank you. Yeah, as we come to the close of this program tonight, I want to say that as parents, let us thank God first that God has blessed us with these children. There are people who are crying out there, they don't have children. But you, God has blessed you with a child, and it is our responsibility as parents, as we have heard it from our guest tonight. Let us build, it is our responsibility to build up a strong family and build our children. Let us purpose to build our children to grow up strong, knowing the values that are there, that are being set by us as parents. And through that, we will bring up a strong generation in the future that will have a meaning and that will make a great impact. purpose to build and the purpose to invest in these children. Because when you invest in them now, you will enjoy the fruit of the investment even in the future. So don't be tired of taking care of your child during this holiday. And I believe the many things that we have discussed here, if we put them into practice, we will not know how the holiday has ended. It will be surely very short. And I think as we put them into practice, they will be of great help to us as parents and also to our children. The Lord bless you. Till next time, shalom.
Thank you, Judy. Parenting requires sacrifice. Building relationships requires sacrifice. So these things will not just happen automatically. Be intentional and sacrifice. Sacrifice your leisure and other things that you enjoy doing for the sake of building a strong bond between you and your children, between you and your wife, the family, so that you can build a strong bond that nothing will be able to break it. Issues come in life, challenges come in life, and the thing that keeps people together is what they sacrificed to build. There is something that we always hear in JCC. What you don't sacrifice for becomes the sacrifice. If you don't sacrifice for the relationship will be the sacrifice now, and it becomes now the opposite. So sacrifice and be there. Sacrifice your time, sacrifice your leisures and other things that you do, and be there for your family. Thank you very much. We wish you a great, great time during this long holiday, and we know that you are going to enjoy it if you follow the things that we have shared with you. The Lord bless you and have a great time. Shalom.
Program is made possible courtesy of the Wilfred Lai Partners. For prayer, inquiry, and partnership, contact us on 0800 000 898 or send SMS to 23378, and our team of counselors will help you.